All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Word with Ty Brownlow. I am your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless, no story is worthless. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have royalty in the house. All the way. Are you here in Chicago?
I'm in Chicago. I'm in the Shy. Yeah.
Okay, man, look here. Look, man, home team now. Home team. Everybody be putting it down for the home team. Please give it up for the queen herself, Miss Sheila O.
Okay. Come on now, Ty. Love it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, look here. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. I thank you for coming onto the platform, first and foremost. And we're going to get into why we are here, okay? And some of this good stuff we have to talk about. All right. First and foremost, Afrozon's Dubai Sound Off Trip.
Yes.
March 2022.
That's right.
All right. So look, what is this event? Because I've read all about it. I know the background of Miss Sheila O, so I know this is going to be spectacular. So tell us all about this event.
Okay, so thank you again, Ty, for having me here. The Afrozone Sound Off is really about bringing different cultures together as one indivisible unit, reaffirming our shares, our ties, and really promoting our culture under the banner of Afro beats, which is something that I push personally here in the US. It is a way that I see us bridging the gap between us as Blacks in the diaspora. So how did this come about? The Dubai Tourism Board reached out to Afrozones to see if they could work with us to promote Dubai tourism in the US, specifically targeting Blacks in diaspora, which is African Americans and of course Africans. They did their research and they kind of found out that only really rich people that are Black come to Dubai. And the rest of us will be on, some ship or the other, like going on some cruise, or we're out there going to Jamaica, the Caribbean, you know what I mean? Or we're playing it safe, we'll go to Mexico. And they're like, hold on a minute though, you all know that we're out here, man-made, one of the, best cities in the world, so how do we get you guys to come out there? So I was like, look, my demographic for Afrobeat music is really young and they want luxury, but they can't afford this expensive tickets you see out there. So let's do two things. Let's use your clout as the government to offer discounted deals for 4 and 5 star hotels to different travel agents that put together tour packages in the US. So that way, because the first thing that really slaps you in the face in Dubai is hotel. Because they're the only ones in the world that have a 7-star hotel. The other thing is their airline. They own Emirates, for God's sake. It's one of the best airlines in the world. I'm like, well, can you help them as well get discounted fares? So they said, yes, we'll do that. And the last one was, can you also fly some of my celebrity friends in the media world? They're like, yes, we'll do all that. And that's how it all came about. The Afrozones Dubai Sound Off got the very, very best of the best travel agents who are used to putting together packages. They got the discounts, they got the deals from Dubai. And here we are. The Afrozones Dubai Sound Off was born, and I'm just here pushing it and making sure that a lot of us take advantage of this opportunity, the courtesy of the Dubai government.
Okay, hey, look, first and foremost, hats off to the Dubai, Department of Tourism and all that, man. Look, to, just like be in compliance with the idea, of having this like experience. And, I believe something like this will open up a little bit more, and you'll have more of these coming off and jumping off. And as you said, you're like, man, like your like reach of Afrobeat music, and especially to like the younger crowd, like let's talk about that for a second, because there are some people out there that may not be familiar with the term Afrobeat. And can you just talk about how Afrobeat like first began and like pretty much what it is now, because for some of us old heads out here, you know, Miss Sheila.
Oh, that Ty, you young.
But, you know, for some of us, like, you know, experienced music lovers out here, we may remember Afrobeat in a totally different way if we've heard it in like the 60s and 70s as opposed to now, and how like it's totally affected the music market as well. So can you just give us a little bit background on like the history of Afrobeat and how it has like affected the market like in the last, I'm going to say 5 to like 7, maybe 10 years, but definitely within the last 5.
Yes. So yes, Afrobeats is the sound from the motherland being Africa. That's our hip hop. You know, Afrobeat started in the 70s and it was originated by Fela Kuti. Fela Kuti originates from Nigeria, which is the western part of Africa with over 300 million people. Nigerians are everywhere. They're like the Chinese. Everywhere you go, you're going to see one Nigerian looking at you like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And, you know, you here too? I'm here too. You know, so we taking over. We're everywhere. You know, I can say that because I'm Nigerian Thai. They can't come after their own. So, because normally Nigerians would come after you, but now I'm okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got a pass. So Afrobeat, you know, originated from West Africa, you know, and of course there were other sounds in Africa besides Afrobeat. There was High Life. There's this new one now called Piano, but really it all extensions of Afrobeats, which came from Fela Kuti. So back in the days, even before I was born, Fela Kuti was rocking Afrobeats and pushing Afrobeats and doing tours, while on the Caribbean side, Bob Marley was pushing reggae and doing what he was doing. So that's just a good way for you to compare the two kings. So in the Caribbean side, we had Bob Marley. In the African side, we had Fela Kuti. So there's two important figures, you know, from the continent that I'd like everyone to research and know more about. So now in today's world, this music called Afrobeat has now transcended, and now they now call it Afrobeats. They added an S to it. Okay, so now this new generation who's pushing Afro beats, they still have the drums, the guitars, the whole aesthetics, you know, the trombones, everything the beats you feel with the music. But of course, they've modernized it now. They're using computers now to do all kinds of stuff and everything else and stuff. But it's still the same rhythm. You know, the rhythm that makes you want to dance. It's also something that really kind of promotes nonviolence. You really can hear an Afrobeat song telling you about, we're going to shoot you up. Nobody's shooting anybody. You know what I mean? Like, right. Smack you up, but they'll shoot you up. So anyway, so the music, you know, it's really about love. It makes women, you know, move their waists, and, you know, it's just really sexy, really, really sexy beats. And it's just something that this generation has really embraced. And the beauty of it is, so you have artists that have come out from the Afrobeat scene like Tiwa Savage, Wizkid, Burna Boy. You have Diamond Platinum somewhere in East Africa. He's from Tanzania. You have, oh my God, Black Coffee. He's always been there, but he's been playing house music. You know, so Afrobeats is also Afro house. You know, I'm from Chicago. We're all about house music in Chicago. So, you know, so the beats are just so similar. So now all the major A-list artists are tapping into it. You know, I think one of the very first ones for this generation was Drake. You know, he tapped into it, hit up Wizkid. He did the Come Closer with him. That did well. And then just so many. Beyonce recently did a whole album called The Gift, which was all Afro beats. And the beautiful thing about the Queen is that she actually went back home to Africa to do her collaborations and her video. She could have just, you know, done the songs by herself, you know, and that's Beyonce. Would have been all right with it. It's okay, B. We're good. Thank you.
Right.
She collaborated and she went to East Africa, did something. She went to West Africa, did something. She went across the continent. And this is between me and you, Ty. She sells out albums, right? If you tell me that this one album, the Gift, might have been her lowest selling album, I wouldn't have been surprised, because I bet she has an archive of songs that she dishes out every time. But what I found out was this was so important to her because it was sounds from where she's from. which is Africa, which is the motherland. You know, you want to pay tribute to where you're from, especially when you get off that mindset, you know, and you're trying to trace your roots and everything else and stuff. So then you have Major Lazer, you have even the rock guys, you know, everyone just messing with the beats and we're loving it. It's growing. And guess what, Ty? The number one song right now in the US. Okay, I didn't say it, but the BDS scan, the BDS media that we all look into as radio personalities to see who's spinning what in the US, the number one song right now is an Afrobeat song. Who would have thought? And that's Wizkid featuring Thames, and the song is called Essence. Number one. Quote me on that one, T.Y.
Boom. There it is.
There it is.
You are quoted. All right. Look here. Hey.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't take my word for it. You know, this is the queen of Afro beats. Okay. Afro beats with an S. All right. Not Afro beat, but Afro beats. All right. Okay. Right. All right. We're going to make sure we get our enunciation on.
Correctly. Come on, Ty. Come on.
No. Look, I'm all about informative content. Okay. I want to make sure I get my sources correct. All right. But no. Let's talk about your show on Power 92. All right.
I mean, I love Power 92, you know, and I'm not even saying this because, you know, I'm doing this interview with you, Ty. I'm saying it because Power, they have, am I allowed to say balls? Can I say balls?
You are allowed to say whatever you want to.
Okay. Power 92 got balls. You know, they always do what, you know, you don't expect them to do. They found, as far as I'm concerned, they gave Chance the Rapper a chance. They were right there supporting Kanye when Kanye first came out. You know, they always doing what, you know, and Chance didn't even have a label because he was an independent, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they always wanting to do something very different. So when I came to because remember, I don't know if I told you this, Ty, I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. I went to school in England and I live in Chicago. So I was raised by 3 continents. When I came to Chicago, I was mesmerized. I didn't understand why Afrobeat wasn't big out here. And I saw what was happening in the United Kingdom. I mean, Billboard charts, you just name it, Afrobeat songs everywhere. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't like that here in the States. So for me, it was like, okay, when I get on radio, I'm going to push this genre of music. And Power gave me a shot. This was in 2017. 4 years ago. It will be 5 years next year. The very first Afrobeat show in the United States was born February 2017 on Power 92.3 in Chicago.
There it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Sheila. Oh, okay. Look. Saw a lane and was like, look, I'm taking it. This is mine. Thank you.
Yes, I moved in, Ty. I had to because by 2018, you know, we now got syndication. HUR picked us up. Amazing. Different stations started picking us up. You know, we started being syndicated. And I just wanted to make sure that Afro beats, even though the artists are really strong and they're holding down the genre, there wasn't anybody really in media that was, you know, represent. You know how you have, is it Don Coliano? When you think of Don Coliano, what you think of? You think of Soul Train, don't you, right?
Oh, yeah. Don Cornelius. Yeah.
Him. That's right. Don Cornelius. So I want people, when they think of Afrobeats, to think of Sheila O, because we've been pushing this genre. I mean, I'm not the first to play it on radio, Ty. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I was the first. No. Because a lot of DJs, it likes of Funk Master Flex, different DJs, you know, all over, even Afrobeat DJs, African DJs, they've been playing this in the clubs from way back. However, I was the one that had the balls to take it to mainstream radio. And I didn't get no ratings. I didn't get no interviews. I had people calling Power 92 at the very start, telling DJ Ferris, who's a heavy hitter DJ, to tell me to get off the air, that this is about trap. What's she playing? What's this? Power, you gone soft. And then Ferris say to them, open your minds. This is the sound from the motherland. I used to get so scared, like, you know, God, are they ever going to love me? But look at me now, Ty. Look at me now. You're interviewing me now. Okay.
Well, look here. No, I mean, well, as I said, you saw your lane, took it, and ran with it. And as you said, you know, why isn't this mainstream here? As much as what's going on internationally, why isn't it as mainstream here? And if you have no one actually in the market pushing it, then what are you going to do? So be the trailblazer that you are, Ms. Sheila O. And I mean, you know, as you said, 2017, been rocking ever since, got syndication, international, what have you. That's why she's the queen of Afrobeats, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Thank you. But I also want to acknowledge, Ty, I want to acknowledge the labels as well. You know, I mean, I'm not on its payroll, but I just want to acknowledge them because a lot of them now are signing up a lot of Afrobeat artists. And it's like Afrobeat is like the new R&B. I don't know. That's how I see it. I could be wrong, but hey, we're permeating the globe. I'm seeing the numbers. You know, when I taught Jay-Z in Africa, because I'm a booking agent, I was the first to take Jay-Z to Africa. And when I told him, one thing he taught me, because he was like, this little kid is putting this tour for Africa for me. And his manager then, John Minelli, said, yeah, this little kid is who's putting this tour for you, taking to 7 countries. One thing I learned from him on the G5 plane, because he don't sleep, he's always up talking, and very, very smart guy, was he said to me, men lie, women lie, figures don't lie. You know what I mean? And always align yourself with like minds. So because of the numbers that Afrobeat is seeing right now, it's only fair for me to say that it's a genre that's here to stay. You know, it's the culture now. It's a movement the way hip hop is. You know, and Afrobeat went through the same thing that hip hop went through. Like no one can touch hip hop now, ever. Yeah. And I think that's the same thing that's going to happen with Afrobeats. And I'm so glad that even governing bodies like Dubai, you know, are giving Afrobeat lovers, you know, 70 of them, you know, plus their guests, free trips to the motherland. You know, we're giving away tickets on our radio shows right now. Me and my friends. I'm talking Big Tigger. I'm talking Lonnie Love. I'm talking Head Crack. I'm talking Bebe. You know, and you know the guys from Africa, Rachel. You know, Mulani, Abola Ray. There's just so many media personalities who are going out to Africa, going out to Dubai with me from Africa and from the US. So it's 10 countries in total doing the Afrozone's Dubai Sound Off, which is the Afrozone's DXB. I really want people to go to that site and go see the miracle that Dubai is doing with the US and with Africa, 3 continents working together for the very first time.
Look, tell them the name of that website one more time.
The website is Afro, ZONS, DXB. Just give you a clue. DXB is the name of the Dubai airport. So when you think DXB, that's the name, like how I say O'Hare. You know, what city are you in, Ty?
I am in Chicago.
Hey, okay, like how we say O'Hare, Midway. So right. DXB is the name of the airport in Dubai. So it's the Afro, ZONS, DXB.com. So if you go to that site, everything I just talked about with Ty's on it. You'd see all my media personality friends who are coming out with me, you know, from the UK, from Africa, from the US. You'll see all the beautiful travel agents and all the crazy packages they have, as low as $1,700 for 6 nights, all expenses covered. And guess what, Ty? We didn't talk about the expo. I want to tell you about the expo. Can I tell you about the expo, Ty?
You better talk about this expo. Talk to me now.
Okay. All right. The expo. Ty, you listening?
Yes.
The expo, it's a comet. It comes around only every 5 years. It's the biggest international event in the world. Every country bids to host the expo. The same way every country bids for the Olympics.
Yes.
It's an average of 15 years for any country in the world to host the expo. I'm talking where every country goes and exhibits the best of what they have. So America can have maybe Bentley or Amazon come up, and Bentley wants to show us the first car that's going to be, I don't know, driving on the water or whatever, you know. So this is the first time an Arab city or country is hosting the expo, and that's in Dubai. The expo also runs for 6 months. So this year it's running from October this year to March next year, 2022. And Dubai is hosting the World Expo. So all eyes on Dubai. This is the best time to come out to Dubai with us, March 3rd to 9th, 2022. Because everyone who's coming out with us gets a ticket to the expo.
Wow. March 3rd through the 9th, 2022.
2022.
Afrozone.
Yes, AfroZonesDXB.com. It's the AfroZones Dubai Sound Off.
Ladies and gentlemen, look, I mean, it sounds like a once in a lifetime type of experience. And as you said, well, as you just said, it's pretty much like a comet, you know, it's only going to come around every so few years or what have you. And if you're lucky enough, you'll be able to see it. So for those of you, look, take advantage of this. Man, this really sounds like a very cultural experience, musically, as well as just, as I said, cultural, like international heritage. Get to know, get to like learn something, you know, outside of the surroundings that you pretty much surround yourself with. So yeah. I'm sold.
Good. I done my job. Good.
I'm sold. I'm like, yeah, look, you know, just for the experience alone, just to travel to Dubai, and, you know, man, not only are you going to enjoy like this worldly experience, you know, as you said, there's an expo going on, you know, so who really gets the chance to come across one of those, you know, oh, well, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm just going to the expo. No, that doesn't really happen like that.
No, it doesn't.
No. So, Ms. Sheila, look, if people want to reach out to you via social media, you're going to have to shout out the website one more time. Yeah. But if like people want to get in contact with you via social media, website, what have you, how can they?
Okay, so it's AfroZones. So basically, it's at Afro. I like to spell the Afro because when you just think of your Afro pop, you know, everyone can spell Afro. So it's Afro, then ZONS. So AfroZones, Afro ZONS at AfroZones. That's our IG. That's our Facebook. AfroZones Radio is our YouTube, where you get to see videos of a lot of things that we do. My personal one is Sheila, which is SHEILAZONS. That's my IG as well, and that's my Facebook as well. That's my everything. But if you're trying to find us, it's just AfroZONS. And then the website that I would love everyone to be a part of, because we really took our time to create that site so it can be a one-stop shop. Shout out to Rivexcel and the Dubai Tourism Board for that website. And they got beautiful pictures of me there, Ty. Beautiful. I mean, hot. Spicy. Beautiful pictures, sizzling pictures, you know. Oh, I went through a lot though. I had to make sure there was no shoulders, no cleavage, no any of those things, because I'm a cleavage girl. But it's okay. It's okay. I have to respect the culture. Okay. But
yeah, look, yes, you have to respect the culture, but hey, it's still spicy.
It's still spicy. So it's Afro ZONSDXB.com. So Delta X-ray Delta DXB.com. So please don't miss out, guys. Please go check it out. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Maybe many trips to Dubai, but at least this one has the expo. So check it out, guys. AfroZonesDXB.com.
There it is. AfroZonesDXB.com.
That's right.
Check it out. So now, Miss Sheila, oh man, look, this brings us to our last question, the question that my show is known for, so I got to present it to you. Mm-hmm. What is the one word that best describes you and why?
One word. Excellent. Excellence.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Come on.
Excellence. And why? Because I'm Black excellence.
That's right.
And that's what I represent. That's what I am. And that's my entire being. Black excellence. So that's one word that describes me. So whatever I touch has to be excellent. Whatever I do has to be excellent. Whenever I show love, it has to be excellent. I give everything I've got into everything I do, because that's the only legacy I can live behind. I want if I pass away tomorrow for people to say, Sheila O did this, Sheila O did that. She played a role. She was excellent. You know, no shortcomings. So yes, Ty, excellent. That's my word.
That's what it is then. Okay, I will take that word. I will take that word and I will receive it. Look, I thank you for being my guest, and I thank you for coming onto the platform, blessing us, and just with your presence, with a little bit of history as well, and with a bomb event. Like, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Afro Zones, Dubai, Sound Off. Look, experience, musical, open your mind, open your surroundings. Go to the website, Afro Zones, DXB.com. Register.
Let's go.
Let's go. March? Come on, that's right around the corner.
Around the corner. Let's do this.
And on top of that, man, look here. All my people, I'm just not going to say Chicago, but in the Midwest. Wherever you're listening to this at, if you are living anywhere west than Cali or what have you, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're always around warm weather. But look, March in the Midwest, look, go ahead, get out of here. Let's go somewhere warm. Yep. And let's get our music and culture on, and let's stay for this expo.
Yes.
Be worldly. There it is, people. All right, I've said enough. I'm going to end it on that note. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Word with Ty Brownlow. I've been your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. You can follow me all social media platforms at Word with Ty Brownlow, or you can go to my website, tybrownlow.com. Definitely get in this conversation, plus other great interviews as well. Queen Sheila O.
Hi.
I thank you.
Thank you so much as well. Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks for having me, and just thanks for making it easy to talk to. We're both in the media world, but it's not everybody that's in the media world you can actually open up with and just speak with. So thank you for being a blessing to me as well.
No, you're almost, look here. I thank you for your time and your conversation as well. And look, we learned something today, people. I know I did. So that's what it is. Informative content for you and yours. We out. Peace.